Alright, Bacchae. Something strange or revealing. When Zeus got Dionysus, human mother, pregnant. I thought it was very interesting. Values represented. Personally, I think it's deception and violence. A lot of Greek mythology is violence and deception. It is very cool. I know learning back in grade school, not grade school, middle school, we were covering Greek mythology, and there was a situation where I believe it was Zeus's mother hid him from his father because he would eat the children. So she gave him a rock instead, I believe is what it was. And he ate a rock. How stupid, right? But a value of an example of deception in this play would be Dionysus taking Pentheus to go see the Maenads, because they're followers of Dionysus, and he tells them to attack. He deceived Pentheus. What's one thing I circled while reading? Mount Cithaeron. It's one of them rare things where you actually get an actual general location of something that's real. Because in my personal opinion, Mount Olympus is real, and Mount Cithaeron is real. But what happened there, according to Greek mythology, I believe is a fallacy. And it's very cool to actually get a general location though, because when I looked at Mount Cithaeron, it is just a 10-mile mountain range in Greece, but it's still very cool to have to get that information from the text. How are the Maenads depicted in the play? They're depicted as followers of Dionysus. That's really it. I mean, they're viewed as kind of, I would say, I mean, they're women, so they're not viewed as godly, but they're not viewed as these disgusting human beings. They're just viewed as these aggressors. They're very aggressive. Second part of that is, does Pentheus see the Maenads in the same way as the others? When he hears about them, he's very intrigued. He wants to see them. But then this is whenever, Dionysus takes him, and then they attack him. Dionysus tells them to attack, and they attack him. What does this say about the woman? They're crazy. They're nuts. No. This just says that, they're very vulnerable, I would say, because they're doing whatever Dionysus says. So they're very vulnerable. He can tell them to go jump off a cliff, or jump off a cliff. He can tell them to go murder somebody. They're going to murder somebody. So they're very vulnerable people, very easily to trick. Why is Elvis on the cover? So there's no easy way to say this one, but we all know Elvis, king of rock and roll. He's a hound whenever it comes to women. You can never get enough. He's the king of people. He's the king of women. And so is Dionysus. He has women following him, an entourage of women just following him. So that kind of fits, I guess. And two questions. What do you think about Greek mythology? Is it something that, could have a basis, or is it just something that's complete, false, and it's just an interesting story to read sometimes? And do you see Zeus as this almighty person who just is an amazing Greek god, or do you see him as just hey, whatever, it's Zeus? There's Hades, and then there's, Archimedes, and then, Pentheus, and all this stuff. So is he a god, or is he just another Greek figure in mythology?